Hello and welcome back to Here We Tow. Today I'm at the Motorhome and Caravan Show 2025 at the NEC in Birmingham. This is the largest leisure vehicle show in the UK and it's running from Tuesday the 14th of October to Sunday the 19th of October. In this video I'm going to show you the halls as I dash around them, all 11 of them, and shout out what is new for the 2026 season on caravans, campervans and motorhomes. I'd just like to say thank you to Caravan Guard who have partnered with us on this video. They are a specialist caravan, campervan and motorhome insurance company and have got a stand here at the show, and I'll show you that as we go around. Now first of all we are going to start down here in Hall 17. If you come into the show, hopefully this will give you an idea of what to see. You can buy tickets when you arrive or online, and I'll put a link to the show in the description. We're going to head from 17 around the horseshoe shape, taking a look at everything that's here. So what's down here in Hall 17? Well, this is the awning hall. So if you're looking for an awning, this is where you need to be. We have got the Isabella stand. Now these are a premium awning. They've got air awnings and poles awnings. Continuing down, we've got Telter. These are relatively new. They may look quite familiar based on the previous campers. So do come and have a look at these. These seem to be growing in popularity. Then down at the bottom we've got Derima, which are a great option for seasonal pitches. And then we've got Vango with fantastic air awnings. These have always been my go-to, air awning, but then there's also Sun Camp and Camp Tech, and they're over there. Right, let's venture on. Now if you're coming to the show and you're interested in caravanning and you're worried about whether your car's suitable to tow, you can visit the NCC Tow Check stand here, speak with David or a colleague, and he'll let you know just what you can legally tow. Down here in the end of Hall 17, as you come in, you're going to find Lancia Leisure. Now Lancia are actually based in the northwest of England and they are a manufacturer of campervans based on Ford, but they do have a new vehicle on a different chassis that might be worth a look. So check out Lancia Leisure. It's their first time exhibiting in their own right here at the show. Now opposite over here, we've got Knaus. Knaus are a German manufacturer. They have a selection of caravans and motorhomes. Now you can see from their caravans they are very different. We've got a selection here on the Sudwind and other models. And you can see the colour contrast here, the silver, the white, and then there's also the little tab as well. If you're looking for something small and different, you can see that there. And at the back of the Knaus stand, we've got the campervans and a motorhome selection. They do have some fantastic motorhomes, de Knaus, so come down here and have a look. And if you really want something different, there's Sport and Fun with the back door as well there. This now moves on into the Weinsberg stand. This is a German manufacturer linked with Knaus, and what I will say about these is if you're looking for a more budget-friendly option, head here. You will find a selection of caravans and motorhomes. They also have one of the most affordable Mercedes-based motorhomes in the industry as well, and that's actually just here. We can see the Weinsberg edition, so if you have got your heart set on Weinsberg, but on Mercedes, but you're not sure whether you can stretch to one, this is the most affordable one I think you'll find on the market. And then look at this, if you want something a little bit more, here we go. Now I'll be honest, these are not cheap, so if you've got a limited budget, don't overexcite yourself and look there. Now we'll continue on. If you're coming to the show and you're looking for dealers, there's a number of dealer stands. You'll see here we've got Raymond James, a selection of their models there. And then to this side here, we have a selection from Wanderhome of South Cave. These are based in Yorkshire. They've got Coachman Motorhomes, Westphalia, all sorts of different models. So that's another dealer for you to consider, Wanderhome. Now then, here we go. This is what I'd like to be going home with. Look at this. If you are coming here to the show and you've got a huge budget, from around £200,000 to £800,000, you want to be on the Morello stand. Let's take a look here and get ourselves rather excited. So you can see there's a number of Morellos. We've got the absolutely unbelievable Palace liner here, and the row goes down. They're actually showing the Morello home here in the UK. It's been refreshed and redesigned for 2026 and launched again, and that's going to be here. So see Mike and the team from Premium Motorhomes on the Morello stand. Next up, it's Coachman Caravans. Now this year, Coachman have a caravan stand and they also have a motorhome stand in Hall 9. So this is where you'll find the caravans. Let's go in and see what's new for 2026, because there are some changes. Now, many of you will be familiar with what is probably the most luxurious caravan on the market in the UK, and that is Lusso. Lusso for 2026, big changes internally and externally, and they look absolutely stunning. They've also got their 8-foot wide laser range. There's the brand new 480, which is the first 2-berth 8-foot wide caravan on the UK market. So you may want to come and look at that 8-foot wide 2-berth. They've also got on here the VIP range and the Acadia range, and you can see from the stand there's absolutely loads to see. The good thing about Lusso as well is for this year there's an optional upgrade to have a heavier weight chassis. So if you were interested in Lusso before but you were a bit concerned about the payload, there's now a heavier chassis. So we leave Coachman behind, we head on. So we're just going to pass Giotti Line on our left-hand side. This is an Italian manufacturer that you may want to take a look at, quite unique designing on the rear panels. And then we go into Bailey. Bailey, I always say it from the signs, the nation's favourite. So let's go and see what is on the stand for the nation's favourite. Now the stand is divided into two sections, as you can see. On this side we have our caravan stand. Caravan, so for 2026 there is the new Bailey Phoenix Black Edition. This is their entry-level caravan, so if again you're looking at affordability, maybe Phoenix is for you. Then there's the 8-foot wide Pegasus Black Edition, the Alicanto range, which again is 8-foot wide, and then Unicorn, which is not 8-foot wide but still in that premium bracket. They also have the Discovery as well, so you can see the stand here for all their caravans that are on display. Now over here, 2026, Bailey have some new product as well. So this is where we're going to find motorhomes and campervans. They've got the Adamo range, the Adamo XL. So if you're looking for a bigger motorhome, 8 metres long, you want to be over in that corner. They've also brought for 2026 the Autograph. So Autograph has returned based on Peugeot. We can see an example of it here. Number of different layouts, so come and have a look at those. And then new, we have Endurance. Many of you will be familiar with Endeavour, which was launched a couple of years ago. And now we've got a more off-road design, and that's the Endurance. We can see it here with a tent box as well. So come and have a look if that's something you are interested in. So that's the Bailey stand for the 2025 show. Big stand and plenty to see. We then leave Bailey behind and we continue along into our next hall. We will be passing Glossop. I mentioned about dealer stands. So Glossop are here and they're going to be opposite the Eldis stand. So after Bailey you'll reach Eldis. Now Eldis have had some big changes for this season. First of all, we'll head up through the caravan ranges before we get to motorhomes. So what is new? They have now got a new caravan, their entry level, and it's called Whirlwind. These are here on this side. You can see them with the white sides and the red and grey decals, and then inside the cream interiors. They then have the Avante range and then their Crusader. Here we can see Crusader. Many of you will be familiar with those. Buccaneer I'll come to because that's a little bit separate now. So we can see the caravan range here, and then motorhomes. Now they've got changes again on motorhomes. So they'll have the Whirlwind GT motorhome. Then we have the Auto Quest, as we can see, and they have got Avalon as well down here, and also the campervan range, the CVs. So plenty from Eldis here on the stand. Then I said obviously that there are some changes on Buccaneer. Buccaneer is just up here. Now what they have done, we've got an Avalon as we go past. We have new branding on Buccaneer. We can see here the new logo. So this is what you need to be looking out for if you're looking for the Buccaneer stand. Changes, as you can see here, what Buccaneer have now done for 2026, you've got choices of the Skyliner or Starliner. They've still got the different models, but this is how they're now branded. We can see the graphics. The difference being the Starliner is available with a heavier chassis and will have the air conditioning, but having a look there at the rebranding on Buccaneer. And for 2026, we have new Buccaneer motorhomes. They've launched Quantum. So these were launched this summer. I have got a video on these on the channel. So you can see here this new motorhome, priced at around 95,000 starting, but with the silver cab, this really unique feature here as well up there on that sunroof. So Buccaneer. There's also just next to them the Motorhome dealership. Now Motorhome are based in West Yorkshire. I film there quite regularly and I do recommend them. So if you're looking for Coachman, Bailey or Eldis caravans, maybe call in at Motorhome. See Maisie and the team there. So that is the Buccaneer range, brand new, as I say, for the 2026 season. Then we'll just head off down here. As we come down here, we can see the Etrusco stand. Now, Etrusco is an Italian manufacturer, and again, if you're looking for a good competitive price point, this may be the place to start. They've got a selection of motorhomes and camper vans as well. So visit the Etrusco stand, and then round this corner here, we actually have the Caravan Guard insurance stand. So this is 1901. I mentioned to you that they are the partner on our video. So Caravan Guard, they're based in West Yorkshire in Halifax, specialist insurance for caravans, camper vans and motorhomes. We've been insured with them since 2018 on a caravan and then all our motorhomes. They've won numerous insurance awards and they're rated excellent on Trustpilot. I had to use them for a recovery as well, so I have actually used the service and it was very good. Come to the stand if you want a quote, or in the link in the description, I will put a link to the website and you can get a quote. And you can win something. Now in Yorkshire we never give anything away, as I'm always telling you, but apparently you can win some prizes and there's also a chance to enter into a draw for a free insurance policy as well. Who doesn't like something for nothing? So Caravan Guard 1901. Now we're going to dive back down here and take a look at more Irwinheimer Group product, because there's plenty from the European market. You'll generally know a European vehicle because the habitation door will be on the off side of the vehicle, and in the UK models it's the near side for UK manufacturers. So we're going to see lots of offside product now, and that includes Etrusco, as I mentioned. So let's dive into Heimer. This is always a very shiny stand to visit. So Heimer is a German manufacturer. New for 2026, they have a new camper van, and this is at a reduced price level. So again, if you'd like to get into a Heimer, it might be one to consider. They have 3 variants of redwood, depending on the type of vehicle you're looking for. You can see this one here with the pop top. They also have 2 choices of bathroom. Heimer have a new camper van bathroom, so you've got a choice as well. So explore that if you come to the stand. Then you can see some of their other campers based on Fiat. They also have plenty of models based on Mercedes. So we have the Grand Canyon 600 and 700. Then we have the Heimer crossover. So you can see these vehicles here, and the MLT vehicles. These are absolutely beautiful. New as well for the season is Cross Trail. Last year we saw the crossover, and this year it's Cross Trail. This is based on the 580. If you're familiar with the product, you'll understand what these numbers mean. But look at this, the new off-road vehicle. I'm not even going to look at the price of that. And if you turn around, we have the Venture S. This is a really different piece of kit, as you can see. If you want something very, very unique and you've got about 200 to 250,000 pounds, this tailgate will drop down. Sit out on it as a raised patio. Then we have Masterline and Modern Comfort. Now Masterline, for this one here for 2026, is a special edition. They've got different decals, the graphics here as we can see. This is the top end of Heimer, is Masterline, and then Modern Comfort is round the corner. So for the season, what they've done on Modern Comfort is they've refreshed the vehicle, and you can see on the rear back panel, and there's the option of the 600 or the 680. So only 2 layouts available on that currently. And then we're into the Heimer Ariba stand. So many of you will be familiar with the little Ariba caravans. If you want something small, lightweight, but very well built, then the Ariba Caravan. They also have the Ariba car, their camper van selection on VW. These were actually introduced last year in these lovely colours, really do stand out. So yes, Ariba as well. And then coming round, opposite there, we have the Explore stand. Explore is by Eldis. They have caravans, which again, affordable caravans. Then they have their different in design. So if you're looking for something modern and fresh, this could be for you. And equally, if you're looking for a budget-friendly caravan, Explore maybe one for you. Now coming along, we have the Leica stand. New for Leica, introduced earlier this year, is their top of the range Krios on Mercedes. Previously all the models for Leica were based on Fiat, but now we have a Mercedes version. This is an Italian manufacturer, it's a premium brand. You have Cosmo, EcoVip and Krios. New for 2026 is the EcoVip Titanio, and you can see that here. It is different with the graphics and the silver sides, and you'll notice the habitation door is on the off side. They do have integrated or A-class vehicles, and then they have a choice of campers. Come and have a look at these. Another new product this year is the Cosmo 60 Supremo, and this is available in 3 colours. They're all 6-metre Fiat-based campervans, but you can choose green, orange or blue, and they've all got a matching interior as well, depending on the colour. I'm going orange, I don't know about you. Opposite Leica, we have Dettless. Dettless is another German manufacturer, and again, not bad at the price point for their entry-level motorhomes. The prices do go up, but if you're looking at a nicely built German model, maybe start here at Dettless. We also have new for the season, the Globe Bus Performance. Now last year they introduced Globe Trail, and this year we have the Globe Bus. Continuing on, as I dive out this side, we move into Rapido. So Rapido here, and this is also with Dreamer and Itineo. So we have a large number of European motorhomes here. These are mid-price point, that's what I'd say on these. And then something very different from Bürstner. First of all, you'll see from the badge up there, they've had a complete logo rebrand and completely changed all the models. So if you are a Bürstner fan, you may want to come and see what's going on here. So let's start with their motorhomes. So what they have introduced for this year is the Signature range. There's 4 different models available in Signature, and you can add bits and pieces to spec them up, but the base price is very competitive. Obviously you can spec them higher, but you can see here there's a different change. You can choose colour schemes, you can see the rear end and the design on there. Then what they've got on motorhomes is the B66. So this is a special edition B66, again on Fiat. So you can see those here. And the new campervan, the Habiton. They have a B66 campervan, but then Mercedes-based Habiton from £68,500. Again, once you've added a few, the price will go up. But the difference with these is they have a very clever sliding washroom. Check a video out that I've done on the channel earlier this year. But Habiton, yes, very nice. And if you are coming to look at Bürstner, do ask for Dave from TMD Motorhomes. He's somebody that I recommend to deal with, and he also does Adria as well. So Dave from TMD, he's absolutely brilliant. So there we go. Now we're leaving Bürstner behind and we're heading on through, and next up we're going into Hall 20, and we're going to find a couple more dealers here, including Granthams and Loudhams. So let's find out a bit more about that. So coming up, Granthams here have got a huge stand. These are based in Newark. They're a big dealer. They have a number of brands. You can see they've got an excellent display of Baileys here. And again, we've got Endurance and we've got Endeavour. So you can see the models they've got on display. So it might be worth calling in there. And opposite, there's Loudhams. Now, Loudhams are based in Nottingham. Speak to Steve and his team. They have Sunlight, Dettless, Heimer, Malibu. Plenty to see, and they've also got Swift. They have some special edition Swift motorhomes as well, and you can just see their stand as we go through. And at the back over there we also have Brownhills. They're a specialist motorhome dealership as well. So Brownhills are situated behind Loudhams. Now we're going into Swift. Now Swift have a huge stand for the 2025 show, and as I disappear through the magical arch, we'll go and see a little bit more. They've got separation again on the motorhomes and campervans, which we'll come to. And on this side though, we start with the caravans. So for the new season, Swift have the entry-level Base Camp. They're small and compact caravan. They're just having the Base Camp 2 this year. That'll be over here we'll just take a look as we wander through. So we've got Base Camp 2 over here. Then what they've done is they've got the Sprite range, which is another entry level, starting at a lower price point. There's an example of the Swift Sprite there. Then there's Challenger, and for this new season they brought back Conqueror. So Conqueror's returned, and then there's the top of the range Elegance, nice 8-foot wide model. So we'll venture back now over to the motorhomes, but as we go you can just see the Swift stand as we go and all the different models that are on display. And then we go to the motorhomes. Again, a huge selection. So what is new for this year? Well, here we go. For the new season, they have introduced the Trekker motorhome. Many of you will be familiar with the Trekker camper van, but now we've got a motorhome, and I'll be finding out more about these in some future videos. So there we go, another example there of that Trekker. Now the other models, they have the Voyager range based on Ford. Then we have Escape based on Fiat, and we have Contiki being at the top of the range. And you can see all of these laid out here at the show. And we do also have then some of the camper vans here. We've got the Monza vehicles and Carrera. Carrera have made a change for this year, as we'll see as we just wander this way. And that change being they're now on this silver paintwork. Previously it was a green colour, and now we've got the silver paintwork. And then the Trekker camper vans are there. We now have Trekker, Trekker X and Trekker XL, and those pop tops as well. So they do look quite funky, and that big Ford Trail grille. So this is Swift. Right, onwards to Hall 6, everybody. Let's go. Next up, we're going to go to the Adria stand. Now, Adria are a Slovenian manufacturer. We've actually owned several Adria products. We've had caravans and motorhomes. Starting here, it is all divided up again. This is the motorhome section. So they have got Matrix, Coral and Compact on display. They also have the 60th anniversary edition models. Those are based on Fiat. There's one layout on Coral, Matrix and Compact, and they're just under £90,000, which I don't think is bad to get in an Adria, and a 3.5 tonne option as well, so you can get in a 3.5 tonne. In this top corner of Adria we have Sonic, big silver Sonic, and further round you can see more of the motorhome collection up here. So plenty on the Adria stand, and they do have caravans, a smaller number this year, but you can just see those there. And then continuing down, at the top end here, the Sun Living. Sun Living is part of Adria. It's their more budget-friendly option. So again, if budget's important, you may want to have a look at the Sun Living. And then new for the season, which I'll come to in one second, but Compact, we have the Compact Max based on VW. So if you don't want Fiat, you've got the VW. And then Adria Super Twin. Last year we saw 600, this year we've got Super Twin 700, so a 7-metre version, as you can see here. These are based on Mercedes, and then they have the standard Adria Twin models, all sorts of layouts. These are always incredibly popular, and they are a very good camper van, I must say. And the Adria Caravan start here. So you've got the Altea range, the Alpina range and the Adora in the middle. They've also got the Adria Action, which has been revamped for the new season. So caravans up here, as I say, a smaller number of caravans, big focus on the motorhomes and campers. Right, on we go. Next, we're going to pass Roller Team. So Roller Team is just over here to my left-hand side. These, again, a good option if you're looking at your budget. They've got a really nice finish to them internally. They're an Italian vehicle, very nice internally, and generally they do actually withstand quite a lot of use, so a good option there. Now here we have the Marquis stand. Now this is actually a nationwide network of dealers. They have Benimar. Benimar are a Spanish vehicle, but the habitation door is on the near side, so the UK side, and price-wise, again, a competitive price. So it may be a place to start if you're interested in those. So that's Benimar. And then we continue down on this is all their stand on Marquis. We carry on and we come to Mobile Vetta. Mobile Vetta are an Italian manufacturer. These are a little bit more expensive than Benimar, but they have a lot of options on both integrated and semi-integrated. And by integrated, I mean A-Class, you may know it as that. So again, very different feel and finish to it, but you can see their stand here. And then continuing along, we have Auto Trail. Now, Auto Trail is a UK manufacturer. based on Fiat and Ford. They've got all sorts of vehicles here, lots of different sizes as well. So shorter lengths, narrower widths, 3.5 ton vehicles, camper vans. Price-wise, again, not badly priced Auto Trail, so it could be somewhere to start. And then we have Chasson. Chasson is a French manufacturer. They do have a good range. Now, Chasson are based on Fiat and Ford again, and I believe they've got a new rear lounge model as well for 2026. But again, good price as well. So this may be another one to add to your list. Habitation door are on the offside, but 3.5 ton vehicles as well. So that is Chasson. And then at the top end in this corner, you'll find Auto Sleepers. Auto Sleepers, another UK manufacturer based on Fiat and Mercedes. These are a little bit more expensive, let's be honest. But the good thing about a lot of these, and this is why these are popular, is they tend to have a smaller length, so they are popular because of smaller lengths, and they have a lot of rear lounges as well, which are popular, which you then convert into beds. This is actually the M Star here, but other there, you see the K Ingham, my name, Kingham camper van, and then the motorhomes there. So that is Auto Sleepers in that top corner. Right, and you can see a couple more here. This is new for 2026. This is the new camper van, the Active camper van. So you can see those along the wall here with the pop tops as well. So a new Auto Sleepers Active camper van, so maybe worth a look. At the bottom of this hall, we're going to find Euromobil. Now, Euromobil is a German manufacturer. These are, again, another mid to high price point, so a little bit higher. Built in Germany, nice strong construction, and you can see them here. Now, these have a choice of Fiat and Mercedes, and just beyond there, you also have Rimac. Those, again, another not badly priced one. Right, on we go. Now, we're going to head now into Hall 9. Now, if you're coming to the show, you might want to join one of the clubs. The Caravan and Motorhome Club is here, and they have got a couple of stands here. One of them you will actually find here in this corner, and that then leads us on to IH Motorhomes. IH Motorhomes are actually based in West Yorkshire. They construct their own bespoke camper vans, as we can just see a few here. These ones here, and they're also a dealership for Le Voyager. So Le Voyager, you've got Mercedes-based Heritage and Fiat-based Eterna. These are a premium price point, so I'll just make you aware of that. But IH, based front in West Yorkshire. Then we have the Coachman Motorhome stand in Hall 9. Jules and I will be here on this stand on Friday and Saturday morning. So both those mornings we'll be here. If you want to come along, if you've got any questions about anything or you just want to say hello, this is where you'll find us. So what has the motorhome stand got? Well, first of all, I'll go down this side. So we've got Fiat-based Aventura. This is an 8 metre long, 4.5 ton motorhome. They've got the 545 and the 565. Then coming down to the back, there's the Sportivo. You may remember Jules and I have had this for the last 6 months, a Mercedes-based 3.5 ton motorhome. So again, one that you can get in. And then we have Travel Master, the Travel Master 545 and 565. Jules and I currently have one of these, and as you can see, it's a big bit of kit, but we're absolutely loving it. Right, let's continue on. So that is the Coachman stand. And just look at that back end. I absolutely love it. I'm like a kid in a sweet shop when I see that. So the Coachman stand, as I say, Jules and I will be there Friday and Saturday morning if you want to come along and say hello. And then next we have the Hobby stand. Now, Hobby is a German manufacturer. They have a number of models based on Fiat, as you can see here. And then we're joined as well by Rachel Reeves. Now, interestingly, Rachel says, spend it before I take it. Well, that's good advice. So spend it before your kids take it, one or the other, I don't know. So Hobby stand there. John, Sam and the team will be there during the show. Next up, we have the Inspiration Theatre. If you're coming to the show, it might be that you want to see the celebrities, the television personalities, or people within the industry that are coming to do talks. So this is where you need to be to see that. So here in Hall 9, the programme of events is on the website, so I'll put a link, as I say, and you can see who's talking when. Our friend Andrew Ditton will be here on this stage over the next couple of days doing some talks, so check him out if you're coming. Over in the far corner, we've got M&C. They're based in the Hull area in Yorkshire, and they've got Rimac and Euromobil over there. Next, we have Carthago. Premium German manufacturer, lots of different models. There is some new stuff for 2026, including C2 Tourer. Now these were launched last year. They're a compact width. They're 2 meters and 17 centimeters in width. So these make them great as an agile touring vehicle. Originally they were just on Mercedes, but for this year they're going to be on Fiat, and there's more 3.5 ton chassis. You've got the option of lightweight 3.5 ton or comfort 4.2 tons. So that is new there from Carthago on the C2. Diving in, we'll find some of the nice silver stuff that I like. I'm like a magpie. Now you can see here some of the larger A-class models running down here. There's the C-Line, E-Line, S Plus and Liner for 2. If we just come round this way to the front, we'll see some of the changes for the 2026 season, because E-Line got an update last year and this year it's C-Line. So you can see the new frontage here, the changes to the headlights. That's what you want to be looking for. And then we have the Liner for 2. Again, we've got the changes on these headlights and then the graphics for the 2026 season. So the Carthago stand, plenty of product to see. Now we head over to Malibu. Now Malibu, part of Carthago, again, a beautifully finished product. Now new for this season, they have 2 new layouts, the 470, 480. They have a special edition, the 490. The good thing about the Malibu motorhomes is, again, you've got the choice of the lightweight chassis or the comfort chassis. So if you haven't got your C1 license, you can still get a 3.5 ton version. You can see some of the camper vans here and the very popular Malibu Genius. This is based on Mercedes. It's been incredibly popular. It's got a very innovative storage area at the rear where you open it upwards. So that's there. Here we've got an example of one of the Malibu integrated motorhomes. So you've got integrated or semi-integrated. And then continuing down for 2026, they have got a new camper van as well. That's the Relax range. So the camper vans, you can see just a selection of them here. The Relax range is starting at a much lower price, £58,000. So again, it might be somewhere to come if you're looking for a more budget-friendly camper van. And again, that's the last of the Malibus there. What we'll do now is we'll just head down this way. So coming up, if you are looking for security, then here we have the Scorpion Automotive stand. So they do trackers and immobilisation. And then round this corner, there is the Oyster stand. So Oyster, again, is a German company. They'll be here with their satellites, their new lithium range, inverters, and they've also got the new Tech Lift, which is in effect a electric bike lift that you put on the back of your motorhome. And just over there, there's also VB air suspension. If you're looking for air suspension or self-leveling on your motorhome, I do recommend that you head and speak to Mike and the team at VB Air Suspension, and they're just over there. Right, we leave behind Carthago and we leave behind Malibu, and we're just finishing off this haul. And as we come down, we'll see some rather nice things here. This is RP. Again, if you've got loads of money, you maybe want to have a look here. There's some absolutely beautiful vehicles that they produce, small quantity but excellent build on them. And then down here, what we're going to find here, just as we're coming towards the end, is Pilote and La Voyager down this side. So we'll just take a look here. So dive down this way with me. Now Pilote are a French manufacturer based on Fiat. These are very well priced, I must say, and as you can see, nicely designed. These ones here, all with the beautiful black cab, really interesting layouts, very spacious. A lot of them are front lounges with a drop-down bed, but again, a good price point, and there's a number on display. They also have camper vans as well. Up in this top corner, we'll also find La Voyager again. So we saw them on IH Motorhomes. We're also seeing them down here. So you have the Eterna and the Heritage, as I mentioned. If you're interested in La Voyager, then do find Gary from IH Motorhomes and he'll be able to help you. And then opposite, we have Yoacamp. This is part of the same group. Again, it's French. These are very well priced. So again, if budget's important, come and look here at their camper vans and motorhomes. And I know I'm talking a bit more about price in this video, but that's because it's important. You want to know where to start. And that's why if you've got a load of money, you might want to start here on this side. So this is Frankia. This is a German manufacturer. If you're looking at Hymer or Cartago or Adria, then this is where you also want to be. You can see as we go down the selection of models, Mercedes-based camper vans, very different. And what I do like on Frankia is they have this style as well. We can actually open the rear tailgate to get into your garage. And they have silver ones. So of course I'm going to like those. So there we go. And then opposite them, we have the SMC stand. They have a selection of manufacturers on their stand. And then we're going to head down into Hall 11. And as we do, we're going to go past Project Yonder. Now, Project Yonder, again, this is top-end camper van money on Mercedes. These are incredibly well designed, genuine off-road vehicles. It's not just stickers on them to make them look like they'll go off-road. That's where you want to be if you want some proper kit. Yeah, head there. Right. Then we also have Wild Axe. So Wild Axe are actually a UK manufacturer. They're launching a new product here based on Ford. So again, if you're looking for camper vans, Wild Axe stand there, UK manufacturer. I think they're based in Halifax in West Yorkshire. So if they're based in Yorkshire, they're going to be good, aren't they? Because that's where I'm from. And then we come to Westfalia. Westfalia, German manufacturer. These are always very popular. They're really nicely made. Plenty of choices available on different base units. We've got Fiat, we've got Mercedes, we've got Ford. We'll just cut through here as well as we go. Now there's one person I always shout out in my show video, and that's Eileen McKay's Pet Supplies. Eileen is here in Hall 11, stand 1144. She's not here yet. She normally makes a guest appearance for me, but she's not here. So if I just open this up, if you are coming to the show, you can see Eileen's stand. She's got loads of pet treats, look, all those treats and toys. So I always say, if you are coming and you've got a pet, please support Eileen. She comes from Scotland, which that's miles away. So she comes from Scotland. You will need a translator to understand her, but just give her the cash and buy the treats. But yeah, Eileen, absolutely lovely. So please do support her. And now, further across in Hall 11, we've got some interesting stuff. We're moving now into camper vans. So we have Bilboes here, and then we have Bespoke Leisure, and you can see these, look at these on the VW. These really ping. We can see the red and the green colours, the styling here based on that VW. Absolutely beautiful. And then back here, we actually have the Robetta stand shown by Cara Motorhomes. You may know Cara because Jules and I bought several motorhomes from Cara. They are the UK dealership for Robetta. Robetta is a Slovenian manufacturer, a premium brand, and they've got some absolutely beautiful stuff. This for 2026 is the Adonis 4x4. So this is new to the UK market. We've seen the Adonis before, but this is the 4x4 version. We also have the Schumacher, £275,000. So if you want to pretend to be a racing driver and you've got £275,000, you can buy the Schumacher, actually developed in partnership with Ralph Schumacher. So absolutely stunning. Then we have Helios here as well. This is Helios and this is Apollo. These are Fiat based, and they do have optional pop-top versions as well. So that is the Robetta stand shown by Cara. Right at the end, there's the Portuguese cafe. So if you're feeling hungry on your travels, you've spent a load of money and you need to sit down, that's where you need to be. And then here we have Globe Traveller. Globe Traveller are a Polish manufactured vehicle. I like these. They have them on Fiat, they have them on VW. There's some really good innovation here. Lots of different storage ideas and some good layouts as well. So these are definitely worth a look at, must say. And then if you want something really unique, we've got the Barefoot stand. Oh, look at these. So these are beautiful. So again, something very different. They've got a really great following as well and a fantastic owners club. They're great for if you just need a smaller caravan, something very different. They're the ones for you. Now we're heading into Hall 12. So we've left a lot of the campers behind. We've got Vantage there as well, as you can see. And this is where we're going to find some more camper vans and then accessories. So here's the Hillside Leisure stand. They've been coming for years to the show and they always have a really good display. They've been building campers for a long time. So they have a real display here on that new VW, which looks absolutely stunning. There's some fantastic colours as well for 2026. And then we have rolling homes. Now, rolling homes, again, been coming for a number of years. They have very good build on these. Must say, inside the cabinetry is fantastic, so these might be ones to check out. Price-wise, these are at the higher end, I would say, because they are that decent build quality that really stands out. And then there's something very different here, cactus. I've got to show you cactus. Now, these are absolutely wild. So here we've got literally the green cactus, and it shows you a storage option, and then we have it in the cream paintwork there. So that is cactus, very different indeed. And then we continue round, and this is where we're going to find some trailer tents. So it might be that you are looking for a trailer tent instead of a caravan. You'll find Opus here. These are excellent, not overly cheap, I must say, but very well made. They've won so many awards, it's unbelievable, but you can see why when you see the design of them and how they're made. At the back of the room, there is, shown by Hillview Awnings, the 2-lay boxes there. And then continuing round, we have a number of other products on display. You have got the Isabella Camplet, which is again a very small pop-up trailer tent type. There's drive-away awnings, there's the Fiamma stand, and then there's the Avtex stand here. If you are looking for televisions for your leisure vehicle, then Avtex are the industry leaders on that. We've had several of those, so this is where you want to be. And then all the other accessories are spread out around the hall. Right, I think I'll leave it there. So that is Hall 12, everything you're going to see here. That has been my dash around the show to show you what is here to see in the halls. Don't forget, there are stands dotted all the way around the exterior of all the halls, so take your time. If you're coming and you know which stand you want to go to, come in that entrance door. There is a map on the website, an interactive map. Come in that door and make your way to that stand, or do what I've done, start one end and work your way around. I'm going to put all the links, as always, down here so you can check out the bits and pieces that I mentioned. Caravan Guard, as I say, they have partnered on the video. They are our go-to insurance company. You can either visit them at the show or use the link in the description to get a quote. We will be on that Coachman Motorhome stand in Hall 9 on Friday and Saturday morning. We'd love for you to come along, say hello and ask any questions, not just about Coachman Motorhomes, about anything. If we don't know the answer, we'll just make it up. But there we go. Right, hopefully you've enjoyed that. I think Jules and I are going to go and sit down now. Yeah, that is it. If you're coming, links down there. You can buy tickets online or on the door. So as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.